Thank you.
Senator Monson, followed by Senator Pate.
Minister, thank you for what you're doing, but I'm not sure the banks got the full message. Big banks charging interest on interest for deferred mortgage payments, deferments up to 6 months. Average for some families, that'll be another $7,400 to pay in interest on interest. There are 600,000 Canadians who've applied for this. Sounds like a cash grab in a way. Surely you can't be happy with this.
Well, thank you for the question. I think our approach has been to try and engage all Canadians, and that includes the banking sector and other sectors, in our efforts to get through this challenge. And I've been working with the banking sector in particular because the idea of flowing credit is so critically important. We've released enormous sources of liquidity into the market, and our challenge is to make sure that liquidity is out there and actually working for Canadian businesses. That's been quite important. We've also pushed the banks to be involved in delivering the Canada Emergency Business Account for small businesses, an enormous undertaking for more than 1 million small businesses, which is now started. And finally, as you would have seen last week, after some fairly extensive discussions, we worked with the banks to get them to reduce their credit card fees, in most cases by about half, for Canadians that are facing challenges. There's certainly more work to be done. I expect that the banks will need to continue to be an important part of dealing with this challenge, and I will be committed to continuing to work with them in that regard.
Well, I hope, Minister, that the banks pay a little more attention to this kind of interest rates. It seems like greedy, as one person said. Briefly, Edmonton man, his company won't give the extra 25%. This is a plumber in Edmonton, Alberta, a Huffington Post report saying that they get the 75% wage subsidy, and now the company won't give them the other 25%. You have said on Thursday you encouraged employers to do all they can to top up their employees' pay to 100%. Can you have stronger words than that, than besides the word encourage? I know you want to tell the companies to pay the 100%, but some companies are not.
No, we won't have stronger words than that. We won't, because we think it's the wrong thing to do. We are saying that these are for companies that have a 30% decline in their revenue or more. Many of them have zero revenue. So for a company with zero revenue, we are asking them to keep their employees on, and we're paying up to 75%. If we force them to pay the other 25%, then they won't take this. So it's the law of unintended consequences if we took your approach, sir. We've decided that we will go forward with a 75% wage subsidy. That will protect an enormous number of Canadians. And for those businesses that can afford to continue paying people, we expect that many of them, and I know many of them are, willing to pay people up to the 100%, including their benefits. But for those businesses with no revenue, that would be an unrealistic expectation, except in the most benevolent of cases.
Thank you.